I wanted to revisit this guy, but I figured we'd take another look at the strongest legend in Brawlhalla, which is none other than this guy, Zol. This character, I wish I liked Zol, honestly, because, well, I shouldn't say I don't like him. It's just that I've never really been the biggest cannon or axe player. So Zol is like that character who I think can be really, really good. However, very few people play him, and it's interesting because the people who are playing him are seeing success with him. Like, we've seen Snow, we've seen Sandstorm. Both of them are very, very good at Zol. And it's honestly, like, I feel like it's really undervalued, the strength that he has. I mean, I'm sure when you play against him, it's kind of one of those things you don't really realize how good you have it with Zol as far as strength goes till it's gone, or you play like other acts. I should say until you play other acts in canon characters, because the other acts in canon characters don't have as easy of a time as killing as Zol does. Sure, like maybe they have like overall better SIGs, but I think the big thing with Zol that makes him, at least to me, I think he's the best canon character. I know that probably can be debated. I think Onyx is definitely up there as well. And then Axe character, I don't really know about that. But canon, I think canon alone, especially right now, it has a hard time killing. I just think Zol is a very good option for that. He makes it a lot easier. Even when canon had like a patch or two ago, when it had those huge strings, you were able to kill like possibly off one string with Zol, and I think that was kind of, it just depended on where you were at on the map. But with Zol, like, you wouldn't even need to hit the recovery after the Sair. You could just sometimes hit the Sair and it would kill, which no other canon character could do. Like, Zol definitely took the cake on that. He always would be getting earlier knockouts, and it makes sense. As far as like this stance, actually, with the 10 strength, I mean, I don't think too many people really play it. I mean, it's going to be killing a lot earlier, but at some point, it's just like, why? You know, I'd rather take the speed instead, especially given that this puts you down to, I believe, what, 4 defense? So it's not really the best. Zol, though, even with, like, just the speed stance, which is what I'd recommend running, I think Zol in 2s, honestly, is probably where he shines the most right now. I think right now in 1s, Axe isn't like bad. It's just a question of kind of like, why are you playing it? And canon, it's just, it has its good single hits. Now, I'm no canon expert. Again, I should clarify. No canon expert, but I think it has good single hits. I just think that it's a lot harder to really get like consistent damage off with, because you're having to rely on just one move at a time. All right, Kaiser, Diana. I wonder how this matchup is. I don't really know. What do you guys think the worst matchup for Zol is? I wonder. I feel like a Gauntlet character, Val, probably is pretty good. I know I played that into Snowy and it worked well. Val's like my go-to against Axe Legends a lot of the time. Or you know, a Gauntlet character or a Sword character is always good. And I think when you have Gauntlet and Sword, it just makes it a lot. Oh, geez, that was actually, I can't believe I touched. And you know what? We take it. We take it. I thought, I'll be real. I think he was trying to do something crazy on you, and backfired. That's what happens. And my cannon was never really like insane, so now having to like do, or now that I don't have like 0 to death strings, it's just bad. That could have been something. I forgot. I always forget with canon. Nowadays, it seems to be best to like go for sidelight into Nair, because sidelight is jumpable, which makes sense. Like, it's still good. Like, or I should say, like, the sidelight Nair I think is still good. All right. Oh wow. Endlight, man. I remember old canon. Old canon was just like a different beast, dude. So canon now, it's strange. I think it's for the better though. Old Endlight honestly is like the only that I think old Endlight's the only thing I really like can see them going back on, but they probably wouldn't. I still think like, I don't know. I think canon's fine as far as design, I should say. It's better now than it was before. It was just a battering ram. Okay, Nair. Like I said, the single hits are so good, and that's why I think Zol right now really shines compared to a lot of the candy characters. Maybe aside from Onyx, I'll again clarify. I think Onyx and even maybe Isaiah. I think just the fact that Zol, you know, his cannon sigs aren't even like bad or anything. I think they're pretty good. I just think it's that he has so much strength. So when you get that single hit, it's like the equivalent of getting hit by like a sig on some characters. Like now, I mean, I'm guaranteed to kill him with any move. Like that's gonna just blast him right off. So simple, so easy. Blackguard Keep, a map that I remember. I think, dude, I still am convinced that on Blackguard Keep, I have to hold like the most wins in tournament on here. At least like tournament wins. I've won what feels like at least 3 tournaments on this map alone. And yeah, I don't know. Blackguard is just like, I really liked Blackguard because there was a lot of space. And I'm someone who will move around a lot. Like I'll definitely be running around, just trying to stay out of harm's way. So Blackguard Keep I always really liked because I was able to space out really well. And given I play like Hattori and just faster legends in general in 2s, I was able to really just like get away from the guy I was facing and like help my partner or maybe get a single hit, and it was really just easy to space out and avoid things. Also, this guy, I don't know what's going on, but he is getting rolled right there. I think I did the right move trying to. He's dead. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you right now, that is a place only Zol will kill. No other legend is gonna kill there. No other legend is gonna kill there that has cannon. I'm almost guaranteeing that. So I sat in queue for a bit and then I got a guy, and yeah, it's experimental, so I'm not sitting in queue long, but the guy I got wasn't ready to play. Like I've done that before, but man, is it annoying to like just sit in queue and then you finally get someone, right? Especially for people who are like high ranked in Diamond, you get someone in queue finally, waiting so long, right? And then they're just AFK. And you know why? It's probably because they straight up died at their keyboard, because the queues take so long in this game sometimes, if you're higher ranked, that it is no fun. Like, that is the one thing I miss about being low ranked, is that you'd actually get games consistently. Now, I know, like I said, this isn't really a problem for experimental. It's just, when I queued into the guy last game, I mean, it's going to be cut from the video, he just wasn't playing for the first, like, minute, and I really decided to wait that long. I was feeling generous, and you know what I do? I walk up to him, he endlights me. I thought that guy was just stuck in, like, the queue for so long. He grew up, he died, reincarnated, went back to school, had children, and, yeah, and then died again. I mean, at that point, I was expecting his kid to pick up the keyboard. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. All right, and now we are here playing this Fate, who seems as lively as ever. Definitely. Oh, well, maybe not. That was a bit. I mean, that play was different. All right. Wow. Interesting. I've just realized I've been playing a lot of Cannon, which, you know, is what it is. I think Cannon is a lot more fun than Axe. People, what's the general consensus around Axe? Honestly, I feel like I touched on this in my my Rayman video. I feel like I did. Nice spike. I love Cannon and Light, even though I think the other one was like better overall. I still like how it spikes, but anyways, yeah, is Axe like considered bad? I feel like Axe is in a good spot. I just think, I'll be real, I'm keeping 100. I think Axe is just one of the most boring weapons to play. Now, with that being said, it is all in the eyes of the beholder, right? It just depends on who you are as a person. Like, if you know, some people just like Axe, and others, like me, don't. I'd rather play Gauntlets, or, you know, even Sword. Like, some people probably find Sword, like, really boring. You know, not me. And for me, Axe is just a boring weapon that does a lot of damage, and I think has decent kill potential, but I don't think it is in need of any buffs. I just think it, like I said, it's kind of bland. Final game versus a Nyx. All right. Nyx. A legend. I think Nyx is like really, really fun. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Probably one of the harder legends in the game to like really master. Also, if that was pre-patch, I would have gotten that hit, like, he would have just gotten blasted. Like, that guy would have gotten rocket shipped, and he might have died, even on Nyx. Oh, I can't believe I messed that up. That's so bad. I would have had a 0 to death. 2 0 to deaths in one video. Crazy. Another one? Nah, he's not gonna fall for it. Respect. Cannon Stare. It's so terrifying, dude. This thing, even now, like, I don't think they messed with it in the patch. Just Cannon Stare just flying at you like that is, yeah, it's scary. It's terrifying. Especially last patch because, like, it would lead out of sidelight really, really well. Like, 1 frame. Yikes. Alright, we're doing that. If I hit that, it might have been the end for him. Does he die? I blew it. I blew it, guys. Yeah. Honestly, so deserved. I messed that up so badly. How do you mess that up that bad, man? Alright, Enlight. He dies. No. That's actually the Nyx difference. Even though Nyx is hard to play, Nyx does have that high defense, which is, like, I think what makes her a really, really good option. Yeah, the SIGs are really good. The weapon comp is interesting, but that defense is the saving grace. Like, if there's one thing above all else, I think that makes her really, really good is the stat spread. Like, having 4 4s, 7 7, I believe. That's really, really good. 7 speed, 7 defense. That's strong. The 2 best stats in the game, I think. Although, I will say, I think the strength stat, any stat in Extreme aside from Dex, I think it's going to be really, really good. Alright. That's a lot of damage. I don't know how much I'm doing when I have 10 strength on. Even against a Nyx, I'm going to be doing above, like, the normal amount. So I feel like it's probably, what, close to 30? I don't think it's 30. I know on Axe it's definitely above 30. But yeah. Okay. So that was the strongest legend in Brawlhalla, Zol. Like I said, this stance, if you want to run it. But most of the time, I think you're going to see people either running this stance. You're probably not going to feel any difference with the minus dex. Or they're going to be running speed. Rarely do I ever see anyone running base. Just because why? Either take the speed or take the extra defense in like 2s or something. So yes, I appreciate you guys watching. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.